This is not going to stay, is it? Are we on air? We live?
We are.
We are live.
Definitely still live.
Hello, welcome everybody. I'm just trying to sort out my Christmas hat. This was as good as we could do on such short notice, but it won't stay with my headset. Anyway, welcome to my wonderful guest. It's going to be one of those episodes today. Welcome to my three wonderful panelists. Oh, yeah, well, sign off. And all of you watching. This is going to be a fun one. I think we set the stage for that already. So without further ado, let's introduce today's episode, the HR Buzz Christmas Quiz, our wonderful panelists, and then we'll get right into it. So hello, everyone. Welcome to our HR Buzz Christmas special, the final show of the year, and the big festive HR quiz. I am your host, Jamie Keeling, and today we are wrapping up 2025 the only way HR knows how, with reflection, predictions, and just a little bit of chaos disguised as a quiz, and all of the other things that we've had on the opening here. So whether you're joining us live on LinkedIn or catching up later, thank you for being here. Grab a mince pie if you enjoy them. I certainly don't, so I should be staying away from them, although I do have my eggnog latte, so I shall enjoy supping that throughout today's show. And drop where you're watching from in the comments. I think that's down there, and get ready to play along. We want you to get involved in the quiz part today, and when you'll wrap up and predictions and all that kind of stuff as well. Drop them into the comments. I have my wonderful assistant Verity, who's going to be producing the show and putting your comments live on screen. And I've got a challenge for you. I would like all of those of you who are watching from home or from your desks to see if you can beat our panelists in the quiz today. So I want you to put your answers into the comments, add up your scores at the end, and then let me know if you get higher scores than any of these three wonderful people. Speaking of three wonderful people, our incredible guests with us today are going to be giving us a roundup of what 2025 meant for the world of work, some of their predictions for 2026, and of course, taking part in our big HR Christmas quiz. So once again, don't forget, get your comments in, get your answers into the comments, and let's see if you can beat our wonderful panelists for today. So our panelists, we've talked a lot about them. Let's introduce them and find out a bit more about who they are. So first up, we have Debra Corey, the phenomenal Debra Corey, an award-winning and hugely respected HR leader, consultant, keynote speaker, and author. Debra helps organizations get their HR strategies, initiatives, and culture right. And she and her husband, Ken, have recently released their book, Bad Bosses Ruin Lives, a fantastic book that laid the path for some fantastic performances at some recent Disrupt HR events. Definitely go and check out those videos. They were the only and the best duo that I've ever seen on a Disrupt HR stage, so that's well worth a watch. And they share practical insights on transforming leadership and supercharging businesses. Debra, absolutely thrilled to have you with us. Welcome.
Thank you. I just have to say that this is a virtual background. I do not have a swimming pool behind me. We're fostering a rescue puppy, so he is in my office right now. You can tell who runs the house.
Excellent. Well, welcome to the show, Debra. Great to see you again. We also have Trish Hewitt. It is an experienced Chief People Officer, founder of Haylo HR, where she transforms people strategies with a hands-on, practical approach. Trish has over 20 years of HR experience, holds an LLB in law and a master's in HR, and she's widely known for her expertise in leadership, talent, and organizational change. You may also recognize Trish from TikTok, where she shares accessible HR advice, or from her podcast, Haylo HR. So welcome, Trish. Great to have you back on the show.
Thank you. I've also got a dog disclosure, so my dog's out and about, so apologies if there's like snuffling or snoring.
No worries at all. Let's get them all involved. And lastly, but absolutely by no far means least, HR Buzz alumni Toby Kheng. A bit disappointed you're not in your spandex and lycra today, Toby, I have to say. We were having a debate in the office as to whether you were going to show up in your wrestling gear, but unfortunately not. Maybe next time. Toby Kheng is the founder of Freeformers, on a mission to revolutionize the employee experience. Toby does some fantastic work with Freeformers, definitely worth going and checking that out. He specializes in employee engagement, digital transformation, and behavioral change, helping organizations evolve into people-first cultures that attract and retain top talent. Toby, fantastic to have you here as well, mate.
Thank you for having me. I think the thing I would say, the sight of me in spandex will turn even the most festive person into not a festive person. So there is a very good reason I'm not wearing my spandex, for sure.
Well, I, for one, am very disappointed.
I'll send you a picture later, mate. Let's go on. It's fine. I can WhatsApp you a picture of me in spandex if you really want it.
Okay, so firstly, we're going to be rounding up the world of HR and the world of work in 2025 before we get into the quiz. And I think it's safe to say it's been another very eventful year, from focus shifting to frontline well-being, the employee experience becoming non-negotiable, people favoring skills over experience. We've got AI literally everywhere now, it seems, and we've got day one rights and all of this stuff happening with employment law as well. So I just want to go around the panel, perhaps share one or two of your key insights from looking back on 2025. What do you think have been the most shocking or the most impactful things that you've seen from the world of work over the last 12 months? And Deborah, if we come to you first.
Do you know, I think challenges and confusion, because we've all been just, waiting for legislation, trying to figure out, seems like it's changing all the time. So trying to figure out how to keep up with it, how to keep up with AI. So I think, like usual in the world of HR, it's always a little bit of a roller coaster, trying to, keep our employees safely on the roller coaster and going smoothly to the end. So yeah, short and sweet.
Beautiful. Love it. Toby, what about you?
I thought you were going to go to Trish next, because I thought you were going to go in the same order. So I was like, I'm going to let's see what Trish wants to say. I was like, I need to come off mute. I
thought it was pause for effect, Toby. Being all dramatic.
Great question. Let me just think. No, so I think I'll continue the AI thread, right? Is that AI has developed massively over the past year, certainly outside the world of work. So we're seeing a lot of stuff happening outside the world of work. But from what I've seen, it hasn't truly transformed inside the world of work yet. I think this year has been a year of discovery and trying to figure that out. Certainly for us at Freeformers and our clients, it's just like, okay, how are you going to use it? And we've come up with some really cool ways, but like, it's not the way. There'll be a million different ways people can use it. So I think it's been a year of discovery.
Interesting. Very nice. And Trish, how about you?
I guess for me, I feel like it's all about the Employment Rights Bill. I mean, I totally take what you guys are saying in terms of AI, and I'm a big geek, so I think it's really important that we embrace that stuff. But yeah, I think the ups and downs that we've seen with, are we going to have unfair dismissal as a day one right? Is it going to be a 6-month right? Are we going to have a 9-month probation? Like, all of that stuff, I think, has been really quite interesting for us as HR professionals, and it's going to have a big impact on 2026 and 2027, I suppose, as well.
No, absolutely. There's been a lot happening, especially with, I think a lot of people have been on tenterhooks waiting for the Chancellor to announce the budget in November. I know from the people that I've been talking to, they've been kind of putting a lot of things on hold, really not sure what was going to come out. And of course, we had all the flip-flopping from the Chancellor and the government in general, and then the leak of the budget ahead of time. And it's just been absolutely chaotic. But at least now we've had the budget, whether you agree with it or not, we know what we're faced with, and we can take that into the future. So that's a nice segue there to start thinking about, what does the future hold? What is waiting for us in 2026 and beyond? So it could be a trend, it could be a behavior shift, a piece of legislation, or even something you think HR still won't have learned by next Christmas. So again, let's just go around the table and see what insights you've all got to bring and share with our audience today around what the future holds for the world of work. And this time we'll start with you, Trish.
Oh, see, I didn't think you were going to do that. I guess not particularly positively, but I think we're probably going to see more stuff going to tribunals. I think we're going to have more organisations pushing to deal with people who are potentially issues before we hit 2027, and there are issues in terms of whether or not they can deal with them. So I think we're probably going to see a lot more conflict in 2026, and that means more work for us as HR professionals. And unfortunately, probably a lot more unhappy people. So as much as I totally agree that I think we are going to see things shift with the way that we use AI. We've seen stories about how people are using it for kind of grievance note-taking, disciplinary note-taking, and the impact of putting confidential information into systems like that. But yeah, I think we're probably going to see a lot more conflicts. I think as HR professionals, we probably need to buckle up.
Wow, we've started with quite a bleak outlook there.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's put a positive spin on this if we can. What do you think Trish HR leaders can do to get out in front of that? If you can see that coming, what can we start doing now to prepare for it?
I think being open and honest with ourselves about what the environments are like that we work in. I think we've probably all worked in environments where we say it's great and maybe it practically isn't. But what can we do about dealing with that practically? Let's get a handle on what our environments look like. How can we support people? How can we deal with kind of informal conflict resolution? How can we help and support people so that actually what I'm saying is going to have less of an impact? I think it's just that basic piece of what we do, right? Like making sure that we get ahead of people becoming unhappy in the first place so that we haven't got too much work to do. So I don't know if that's quite contradictory, but you know what I mean? Just being aware of the environments that we're in and supporting people, because that's what we're here to do.
What are the potential bumps along the way and start planning for those now? Yeah, excellent. Brilliant. And Debra, let's come to you next. Prediction for 2026.
Do you know what? It's a prediction. I don't know if it's a prediction or a hope, in that I hope that companies start updating their approach to how they support their leaders, because everything that Trish talked about relies on the leaders. So we're going to have more tribunals if our leaders are still being trained and measured in the same way as they did, 15, 20 years ago. So, on my computer right now, I've got a button I have to keep pressing, which is finish update. And I think we need to update how we support our leaders. And that is my hope and my prediction.
Interesting. And what are some practical steps or tips that you could offer out to our audience to help them with that?
I think it starts by taking a step back and looking at how are you doing it now and how does it meet the changing needs? We all know, as Toby mentioned about AI, jobs are changing. How do you support employees with their jobs? How do you bring in more of I hate the word soft skills, I call them foundational skills. How do you bring in the foundational skills to be able to support people so that, you treat them with empathy, compassion, trust, respect, so you don't get into those situations that Trish spoke about. So I think it all starts with just reassessing. Yeah, you do it every year. You take a step back at the beginning of the year and you think, what are my goals for the year? What do I need to do differently when it comes to diet, exercise, everything? Do the same thing with your leadership programs.
Interesting. I was at a workgroup HR event in London last week, and this whole leadership question was one that came up quite a bit. And the general feeling around the table with the HRDs and CPOs that we were workshopping with was that the whole role of, firstly, leadership and management are two very different things, two very different skill sets. But in terms of being a leader in 2025 and beyond, it's a very different landscape to what it was perhaps 10, 15, 20 years ago. And there are so many different skills, so many different things that leaders are expected to do or to know or to be able to coach their people through. And so many leaders, they get thrust into this position of leadership. You're really good at your job, let's promote you to be a leader. Whereas actually being good at the day-to-day ins and outs of the job doesn't necessarily translate through to good leadership. And there was a general feeling that actually that we need to do more to support our leaders and help build them up and train them and provide the missing pieces, the missing puzzle pieces to fill those gaps that they perhaps have in their leadership skills. But it's certainly a very complex job to have in this day and age. Toby, let's come to you.
Well, just to pick up on that point, there's a whole the world's probably biggest sitcom on Netflix, The Office, is essentially satirizing that whole thing, in that just because Michael Scott was an extremely good salesperson, he was then made a manager and is a completely inept manager. And it's there is truth in that. That's why it's funny, right? Because there's an element of truth. So I think, and that sitcom came out, 15, 20 years ago, and we still haven't learned from it. So my prediction for next year is nothing will change. It'll all be the same, and we'll all still be as miserable as we are right now.
Wow, no. That never happens.
So I joke, but I think the genuine thing is that with the proliferation of AI, a lot of process management, conversation management, the way we do things has been shifting, and we haven't really finished defining that. But what happens after that, once you've appropriated the right kind of work to artificial intelligence and automation, is what do you do with the time and space you've got left? And I don't think we've really understood that yet. So I think my hope rather than a prediction, because I don't think it'll actually happen, is by the end of 2026, we'll at least made some steps towards that. Now, the thing that makes me a bit bar humbug about it is that particularly HR and L&D and any people organization, there's a lot of thought leadership about becoming a skills-based organization, which I completely agree with. That's needed. But there has to be this self-awareness that actually HR and L&D teams should probably try and do it themselves first, to themselves, rather than thinking that they've optimized the model of being of how they operate. And so I think there's that self-reflection has to be on oneself and one's industry about how do we become skills-based before we go around telling the organizations we work with, oh, well, you need to become skills-based when we haven't done it ourselves. So I think we'll have moved closer towards that just because we'll have stopped having this AI conversation. Like, broadly speaking, if you haven't figured it out now, then you're already too late. Forget about it, give up. So yeah, that's what I think 2026 will do.
You know, it's interesting because, you know, as an L&D professional, it is difficult because, you know, a lot of people that I work with and speak to, they know it's important to do exactly what we're all saying. I think the challenge is convincing the rest of the business. And, you know, it's a shame that you need, like, if you think back in the pandemic, I think a lot of businesses got it. They got that whole people first approach during the pandemic. And I'm not asking for another pandemic, but we need some more of those light bulb moments so that businesses embrace these changes that I know L&D professionals are anxious to start driving.
I think it's the risk aversion, right? Is that in the pandemic, you had no choice.
Yes.
You had zero choice other than deal with the cards you were dealt.
Yeah.
Now you have choice.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I'm going to be the most risk averse person I can be. And I think that's, you know, where particularly large enterprise organizations find themselves, they're so risk averse that they don't move themselves forward and actually are behind. And that's where a Monzo or a Starling or a Revolut comes along and disrupts the whole banking industry, because the banking industry was kind of safe and risk averse. And then these three challenges, and that's what I think needs to happen in particularly L&D and HR. There's got to be these kind of startups that are disrupting that flow to make people go, oh, there is a different way of doing it. And I don't think we've particularly seen that at scale yet, for sure.
I do wonder how much AI plays into all of this as well. That's such a huge conversation, and it seems like the level of conversation around AI has become very stagnant, and it's almost like we're not talking about the things that we should be. I was listening to something the other day. It was talking about AI having not that it would, but having the capability to basically replace every single job on the planet by 2027, and like that's very, very close. And I do wonder, you know, when we reach that point of singularity, when AI, you know, artificial intelligence really does get one step higher on that intelligence staircase than human beings, what does that mean for us? And when nobody has to work, I do wonder, where does the purpose come from? And there's so many big questions, especially in the people profession, HR, CPOs, and L&D as well. You know, when so much of that, it seems like it could one day very soon be completely taken care of by AI. How do we prepare for that, and where do we go with that when it arrives? And it seems like it's actually just around the corner. It's not 10, 20 years in the future like maybe some people think.
Yeah, you can't wait on it. I don't think you genuinely can't. Like, it moves so fast that you've got to at least, not necessarily applying it, but at least think of it now. At least think of what, if AI did take away all our jobs. I'm not saying it will, but if it did, what would you do? And ask yourself that question.
Something's coming. Something's coming. You know, AI is not going anywhere. It's not going away. So to, like you say, Toby, to not get out in front of it, to not be preparing for it and thinking about how we can start to integrate this into our day-to-day lives is a huge mistake. Anyway, I'm getting moved along here. So let's jump into the quiz part of the show. So pens at the ready. Get your typing fingers at the ready. I want to see answers popping into the comments. Let's see if you can beat our panelists. Okay, so we've got 10 questions. We're going to be covering some really interesting topics. We've got HR history, legislation, L&D, leadership theory, workplace culture, global HR, and a sprinkle of Christmas. So I'm going to read each question, and they're all multiple choice. Okay, so I'm going to give you all the answers. You just need to pick which one you think is correct. Our panel are going to give their guesses, and if you're watching at home, drop your answers in the comments. And let's see who the real HR brainiacs are. So, team, are we ready?
I'm so scared.
You at least know legislation. I had to, like, being American, I had to, like, read. I actually was reading the history from 1918, which was fascinating, but I don't think I'm going to remember any of it.
Oh, no.
That's dedication. Okay, are we ready? Come on, this is the audience participation part of the show, gang. Are you ready? Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that. So first up, we have, which year did the UK introduce the first national minimum wage? Was it 1989, 1995, 1999, or 2001? Once again, which year did the UK introduce the first national minimum wage? So put A if you think it was 1989, B if you think it was 1995, C if you think it was 1999, and D if you think it was 2001. Do we have our answers, team? And again, if you're playing at home, make sure to get your answers in the comments or keep a tally on your notepad and drop your score into the comments at the end. Let's see if you can beat our panelists today. Do we have all have our answers?
Yeah.
Yeah, we good?
Can we like confer as panelists and do it together?
Oh, I like that
Do
teamwork.
you know what I mean? Like teamwork and stuff.
I have to defer to my wonderful assistant. Is this a team effort, or is it our panelists against the audience? Or
I like that.
should we do panelists against the audience?
Yes. Okay, cool.
Yes. Okay.
I feel a lot more relaxed
The
now.
chat box.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
do
I
too.
don't want to be competing.
So you
Okay.
can confer in the chat box, Verity said, if you want to talk about your answers and pick which one you want.
Do we have a
I'm
private
pretty
chat box?
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure of the answers.
There
Liv.
should be a chat
Well,
down
funnily
below.
enough, in my research, it's a different year. So
Well, I think it's a different year because technically when legislation's agreed and when it's published are different, aren't they? So sometimes stuff happens in the October and then it gets published in the April.
okay, then I think what
So-
I wrote is right. Then is that right? Then
What have you written?
oh, I put it in our private chat. Am I allowed to say it out loud?
Oh, how can I say
Well,
it?
you'll tell everyone at home.
Whoa,
Okay.
wait, hang-
I'm
how
still
do I
looking
see
for the private chat.
Oh, wait, private chat. It says private chat. Yeah, you're right.
Is that correct? Okay,
We,
cool.
we promise chaos, ladies and
Yeah,
gents, and we are delivering.
I'm
Hey,
sorry, it's my fault.
It's almost Christmas. The brains are going.
Oh, okay. Are we settled on our answer?
Is that right, Trish? You're the
Yes.
expert there.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, right. Question number 2 then. So this is historical legislation. Which act first established statutory maternity pay in the UK? Was it A, the Employment Protection Act 1975? Was it B, Sex Discrimination Act 1975? Was it C, Employment Rights Act 1996? Or, ladies and gents, was it D, Equal Pay Act 1970? So we've got the question and the answers on the screen there. Feel free, panelists, to confer in the private chat if you wish. I'm certainly not going to be giving anything away. And obviously, if you're playing at home, get your answer written down and let's boost those scores.
Okay, I think it's
Furious typing happening in the private chat.
oh, we said 2 different things. Trish, you're
Is
the-
that what?
you're-
Okay. But
Oh no,
I see why you're saying that though, because I feel like the other thing is too late.
yeah. Well,
What
that's
do
a
we
good
think at home,
clue
ladies
for
and gents?
everybody.
Oh,
Only from my chat GPT search.
when are we chat GPT searching?
I
I'm
use
sure-
AI to help me.
I'm sure you're not allowed to be using ChatGPT.
No. I did it beforehand.
Oh, before. You're
Beforehand.
not sat there.
I am not
Verity
sitting-
sent the questions to
No,
Debra
that
last
would be
night, and Debra.
cheating. These are my notes. These are my
Toby,
notes.
what does Toby think about Deborah's answer?
I don't know.
I'm not the expert.
I remember having a conversation and I was like, wow, that seems like it should have happened way before it actually did.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason I put the answer in chat that I did, because I was like, I thought it was like
Yeah.
surprisingly late. I don't think we were that forward thinking in the 70s, but that's just,
But then
I wasn't alive.
I'm
So
going to have to hurry you
I
along,
feel
team.
like when I was born, well, when I was of an age, that there was maternity leave. So that's why I think that answer is too late.
too late. Okay.
You got 15
But-
seconds.
Oh, crap.
Let's go Deborah's answer. Go Deborah. Go
Yeah,
Deborah's
Deborah's
answer.
answer.
Deborah's
Because that
answer.
way you can blame the American.
Yeah. Yeah, talking to an American about employment law
I
is
know.
like, we should, that's the last person
It-
you should be
actually,
talking to.
It still hasn't happened in the US, so there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got no rights in the US.
Who is our note taker on the panelist team, by the way? Please
I
tell
got
me
it,
one of
I've
you
got
is
it.
right.
Oh,
Oh,
got it.
okay. I've been
Okay.
writing things down to you. Like, we're good.
Fantastic. Okay.
We got
Right.
this.
Okay. So number 3, let's move on. This year in HR 2025, which HR related amendment came into force in April 2024, influencing flexible working requests in 2025? So was it A, request after 6 months, B, remote by default, C, 1-day right to request flex, or D, 4-day week guidance? Again, which HR related amendment came into force in April 2024? A, request after 6 months, B, remote by default, C, day 1 right to request flex, or D, 4-day week guidance. And remember, if you're playing at home, jot down your answers.
I put something in the chat.
Yeah, Toby's typing.
Okay. Okay. I did one of the ones that you said, Toby. You're the Trish. You're the tiebreaker.
I think the one that you said.
I thought it was that, but I could have read it wrong. I can't do a chat GPT right now, so it's just my notes.
That's right. You can't, Deborah.
I'm not. So I'm just saying that was what I thought when I was researching it.
So have we decided on our answer,
Okay. Are we going to go with that then? Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
You okay with
Yep.
that, Toby?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
because the other two don't apply, do they? So it's got to be one of the ones that Toby's said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, let's move it along then. So now we're going for HR terms, definitions. This one should be fun.
Ooh.
So this was a new one on me this morning. Ghost working. So what on earth is this?
Working at Halloween.
Ghost working.
So ghost working is a term used to describe which of these? So A, employees working without contracts. B, AI completing tasks without transparency. C, employees quietly working multiple jobs. Or D, a worker listed on payroll who no longer works for the company.
Oh, I thought it was something completely different. So yeah.
I just thought it was like it's the equivalent of quiet quitting. That's what I thought.
That's
It's
what
like-
I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Which is why I've put what I think it is in the chat. I think that's probably the one that's closest aligned to it.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Cool. Well, that was quick.
Yeah, excellent. Brilliant. Cooking on gas.
Jamie's disappeared. So,
But we're still
next
here,
one is
so
all
yay,
around
we got
L&D,
ghosts.
learning
Oh, he's back.
science one we have. Which learning theory?
should we?
It's gone a bit glitchy. Yeah.
Shall we just crack on?
Yeah. So
My
whilst
panel's
Jamie's
still
trying
here.
to sort that out, which learning theory focuses on constructing meaning through experience? Is it A, behavioral?
I'm here.
behaviorism?
Can you hear me?
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Oh, you're
Sorry.
here. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh, we lost you. We lost you.
Over to you.
Trying to take my job, Toby.
You weren't here.
Always.
Yeah.
So,
you were
as I was
You were
saying
ghost
before I
working,
was
mate. That was the
rude-
problem.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Toby. Which learning theory states that people learn best when they actively build meaning through experience? Is it A, behaviorism, B, constructivism, C, andragogy?
Well, it can't be that.
Andragogy.
Feels very Game of Thrones, doesn't it?
Struggling with that one. And I've never even seen that word before. Andragogy. Right. Okay. Or D, social learning theory. So is it A, B, C, or D, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, it's
What are we
not
thinking?
C. Oh, sorry. I should be doing this in chat.
No.
Thanks for helping our audience,
That's very
Toby.
great for the people watching.
I know that they want to hear us arm wrestle about everything. I just want to go when I'm finished and find out what that word means and how to say it.
Well, that is adult. So that's the adult version of pedagogy. So pedagogy, I think, is child learning, and androgyny is adult learning.
Oh my!
wow.
Oh,
L&D expert in the room.
Whereas I made it the name of a dragon in Game of Thrones.
Yep. Okay, I put something in. What about everyone else?
Dracarys.
Come on, no more playing. What do you think? The answer is?
Oh, sorry. I mean, I've got to defer to you guys. You two, the L&D experts. So
I don't think it's any of those.
I don't think it is. I call it something completely different. I call it experiential learning, which isn't one of them.
I'm being told that a clue is in the question.
Oh, then it's
Oh,
duh.
okay. We'll go with that one then.
Okay, moving on. That's quite enough.
Well, wait.
help.
Did we pick something then? Is it what I just wrote then?
Yeah, let's pick
Okay,
that.
Is that your
cool.
answer? Yeah.
All
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
okay.
If
Thank
it's
you for
not that, we can
clue.
blame Verity for that one.
Absolutely.
Okay. Number 6 then, leadership theory. Which leadership style focuses on adapting approach based on follower maturity and competence? Is it A, transformational leadership? Is it B, transactional leadership? Is it C, situational leadership? Or is it D, trait theory? Which leadership style adapts based on follower readiness?
Do you know, I hate all this stuff. It just makes it just sound so theoretical. Sorry. I'm sure a consultant came up with the words for these.
What do we think, team?
I shouldn't say that as I do consulting, but it's
And
like
now, yeah, but you're not. You're
I'm not a
working for one of
normal
the Big Four.
consultant. Yeah.
Yeah. Which leadership style developed by McKinsey adapts?
Yeah.
Do you guys both think it's the one that you've put in the chat? Because if you guys both think that, then I'm having to go with that.
But that's the one I think is the
It
most.
just jumps out at you, but
Yeah.
you never know.
People talk about that one the most. Like I've heard
Yeah.
the term C leadership. No, I've just given the answer.
So if everyone's wrong, Toby, then because we just told them what it is.
Situational leadership is a thing. Transformation. So go with what's in the chat. Don't know what that might be, but
So, ladies and gents watching at home, if you weren't sure what the answer is, then maybe now you've got a clue.
Or
Thank you,
pick
Toby.
the opposite of what we said.
I could be wrong. You're just assuming I'm right, which is a very, very bad assumption.
You're supposed to be our experts.
Well, but that's what we talk about. You have to look at the thing and then adjust your leadership style. So,
and also we might be trying to throw people off, right? So maybe we're doing that so that they put the wrong answer and we've got the right answer and we win.
Exactly. We could be playing everyone. There you go.
Nice.
I wish I was that smart.
Okay, have we got our answer? We happy?
Oh my gosh, in Japan.
Oh, Japan.
I've had Japan report to me, but
I've no idea.
So if you hadn't guessed, global HR is the theme of this question. Question 7. Which country was the first in the world to grant women the
wait a minute, that's not what it says.
That's not what we've got.
We've got something about Japan on the screen.
Well, I've got different questions here. Why have I got different questions?
This isn't fair.
What?
Ooh, I like
number 7,
better.
global HR question.
This is a hard
Which
one.
country?
I'll give you a clue. It's on the screen.
I have a script that does not say that.
Oh my goodness.
So this is the question. What's the answer?
Well, that's our job.
Okay.
Our job to do.
We promised chaos and we are delivering. So apparently question 7 is not what I just said. Scrap that. It's actually in Japan, HR is commonly referred to as what? A, human capital strategy. B, people and culture. C, personnel affairs. Or D, workforce relations.
Oh goodness. Anybody?
What do we think, team?
I'm just trying to think. At least when I used to support Japan, they were years behind what we were doing over in the UK.
Okay.
That's that was like I haven't had Japan in my remit for 10 years.
So that's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah. Well, but similarly, when I moved from the US to the UK, the US used to be ahead of the UK, but now the UK, I believe, is ahead of the US. So you don't know if Japan has moved forward. All right, we're going to guess.
What do we think?
Is that what you just wrote, Toby? Okay. I think it's those two.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Let's see. We need to pick one.
I think
that one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We happy? We
I
decided.
apologize to Shimizu-san. She's my HR person in Japan. That if I'm wrong.
Okay, so hopefully the questions will continue to match from this point onwards. So, which UK retailer first trialed a nationwide
That's not what it says.
4-day week?
That's not what it says.
Wow.
Oh, a retailer did that.
Do you know that's what?
4-day week. Tesco, M&S, Sainsbury's, or Asda. What do we think?
Wow.
Not in their stores.
I feel like there's 2 of those that are always in personnel today for not doing stuff. Whereas I don't see the other 2 as much.
All right. I throw in the first answer then.
So I
If you
reckon
don't
it's
mind.
either this, but I don't actually know.
No, that's okay.
I'm constantly hearing that the one that you
You
and
put
I have
in.
put, Trish, they are constantly doing forward-thinking things. is what I
Yeah.
get from the people
Yeah,
trying.
yeah. I feel like they
I'm
were.
okay with that.
So we think we go. Should we go with the one that Toby said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
Lidl.
Oh, don't.
Hey, I used to work for a
Oh.
UK retailer, but they're not on the
Neat.
list. But
Me
I
too.
left, so maybe that's why they didn't do it. There you go.
I used to work in Sainsbury's. I used to be the
there you go.
production girl. Loved it.
We've got answers coming through from the people at home as well.
Oh, good.
Exciting
Where do we
stuff.
see? Oh,
I've been looking at our answers. Well, maybe we should go to you guys if you have all the answers.
Oh.
Okay, have we got our answer for this one?
Yes, we're not going to get confused.
Okay,
We'll stick with
fantastic.
what
Right.
we said.
We're good.
We're almost there. We're 80% of the way through the quiz. So, question
hey, that's
9.
good maths. Well done.
So patronising, Toby.
Do we need to get between the two of you?
This is all because he didn't buy me a coffee. That's all it is.
Oh, bless you. You can have some of mine if you like.
Oh no.
Right.
No.
HR and Christmas crossover. So, what do these things? Hang on a minute.
What?
You're changing the questions up
No,
on
this
me.
is. Oh, is that different? Sorry.
Verity's trying to catch me out here. I've got my script and putting completely different things on the slides in front of me. I do apologise. Right, let's again scrap that. What is the link between Secret Santa, performance reviews, leave requests, and gingerbread decorations? Is it A, Victorian origin, B, deadlines forgotten, C, clear communication needed, or D, making HR cry?
What? I don't understand the question.
What is the link between the following things: Secret Santa, performance reviews, leave requests, and gingerbread decorations? Were they all Victorian in origin? Are they all relating to deadlines forgotten or missed? Are they all linked by needing more clear communication, or do they all make HR cry?
If it was just... Go ahead.
I was going to say, why would gingerbread decorations need clearer communication? I'm confused.
Because it's hard to do. Have you ever tried to make a gingerbread house? It's hard.
I mean, I'm a baker, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I know. I was going to say make HR cry, but I don't know if Secret Santas make us cry.
Depends on what.
Well,
It
people are
depends.
giving.
Yeah.
It
If we're in
depends.
charge of it, then it definitely makes us cry.
Obviously, the things that people put in.
Oh, Toby and I have complete. Do you really think it's that one?
That's the only answer that I think makes sense.
I think it's I agree with Toby because I don't
Okay.
think the rest of them make sense.
I'm just surprised that they had some of those things then, but I'm happy to go with the crowd.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I don't.
They started then doesn't mean everyone was doing them.
Okay, people who are listening, what do you think? Give us a clue.
Yeah.
No.
We
Come on,
need
listen
help.
here.
Help, please help.
They're your
Oh.
opponents. They're not going to help you.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, we're against you guys.
Oh.
Okay. All right. If you guys both think it's that, I'll go with that. But can I then do an I told you so? No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that. No, I'm
absolutely.
kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
We've got
I'm
the
kidding.
evidence here, like
Yeah.
it's irrefutable, so that's fine.
That's okay.
Okay,
That
you
is
picked your
that's
answer.
a trick one. Yeah, we have it. Oh, I don't know this at all. This is not part of
Oh,
my
no.
research.
Oh, I don't know. Oh.
Now, when did Christmas start?
Have we totally lost Jamie?
Jamie's just
Oh my
gone.
gosh, we did lose him. He's
He's
yelling
just
at
had enough and
Verity.
he's gone.
He's gone to shout at Verity for.
Go ahead, Toby. Read that question. You're the. Oh,
When
there he is.
was Christmas Day? There he is back.
I don't know what happened.
Michael
there. I do
McIntyre doesn't do
apologise.
this on the wheel. He doesn't just disappear for half an hour.
I swear Verity is trying to sabotage me today. She keeps playing with the internet wire. Anyway, number 10, the final question of the quiz today. Does it match? Yep, they match. Brilliant. When was Christmas Day officially a UK public holiday? Was it A, 1834, B, 1871, C, 1906, or D, 1948? What do we think, team?
What? So in that Dickens book about Christmas,
Oh, did he have Christmas off back then?
yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Right? Did they have Christmas off back
Oh.
then? I don't know.
Do you
I
know
don't
what? I'm
Bob
so terrible.
Cratchit.
It just makes you think of Muppets Christmas Carols. I'm just like singing the songs.
So did
to try and
Michael
figure out
Caine
when I
have
had
the
it
day
off.
off on Christmas Day?
I just thought that people had no rights back then. That was my only reason for going later. But yeah. But then again, people had Sundays off before the 80s.
What do we think?
What do we think? Anybody have any strong opinions on one or the other?
I'm with Trish. But
All right, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, should we just then go? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, let's do that one.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Okay.
We good?
Jamie, what do you think? Which one do you think it is, Jamie?
I have no idea.
You don't have the answers?
Probably
for some
not.
Some of them, I've had the questions changed up on me last minute, so I'm not even sure about those.
Yeah, how do we know that the answers you're about to give us are the right ones?
If they're not, it's not my fault.
I'm taking
What's
you to
the
the Competition
prize?
Commission.
I forgot to ask what the prize was, or
What's
is
the
it
prize?
intrinsic motivation, the right to win?
The prize is the bragging rights.
Okay, there you go.
Of winning the quiz.
Got
Go
you.
with bragging rights,
Okay.
and I'll send you a sip of my coffee.
Okay.
Oh no, because that doesn't seem like a good coffee. I don't want that.
Eggnog latte, that's the best. I wait all year for this to come out. Okay, are we ready to find out what the answers were to all of these questions?
Yes.
Okay, so the first question was historical HR, the world of work. Which year did the UK introduce the first national minimum wage? Panelists, what was your answer?
We put down
Toby.
C, but
1999. That's all I remember.
1999. What do we think, people at home? Are they correct? Yes, they are. That's 1 point in the bag. Well done, panelists. Excellent work. Okay, so the second question was all around historical legislation. Which act first established statutory maternity pay in the UK? What do we put down, panelists?
We put the letters.
I just put the letters. So A.
Yeah.
Did we put the Employee Rights Act? No, we didn't do that. No, that was what we were going to do. We did, yeah.
Employment Protection Act 1975.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And you're correct.
Hey!
2 points in the bag. Excellent work.
I'm going to get out my big red pen and put some ticks.
Yeah.
Oh, in red.
I actually have no other. Oh, I have a blue. I should be doing blue. Should be doing blue. There we go.
So in Japan, you shouldn't use the color red. I learned that the hard way. It's like, oh, you're wrong.
Isn't red more Christmassy though?
It might have changed, but I once did a total reward statement and then put some red in it, and they're like, no, don't do that.
Oh, yes.
Red. There we go.
That's better. Beautiful.
It does feel a little bit kind of Sith Lord, though, not gonna lie.
You know me.
Maybe a green, Toby?
Green? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay,
that's
cool.
nice.
Right,
There we go.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. So question 3 was all around this year in HR. So which HR-related amendment came into force in April 2024, influencing flexible working requests in 2025? What answer did you have for this one?
We had the day one right, didn't we?
Yeah.
Employees have the right to request flexible working from day one. C. Is that your final answer?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, I can't remember what the other ones were.
Well, we don't know what the other options were.
You are correct. It
Yes.
was C. Well done. Okay, so number 4 then was all around defining HR terms, and for this one we went with ghost working.
Oh my goodness.
And we were asking, what is it? What does it describe? So the options were working without contracts, AI completing tasks without transparency, employees quietly working multiple jobs, and a worker listed on payroll who no longer works for the company. So what answer did we have for this one?
B, was it? The AI one, Toby?
Yeah.
B. So we're going with AI completing tasks without transparency. Is that right?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yes, it is.
No,
In the bag. Well
It's
done.
a blue pen again. We get the blue pen out. I haven't got green.
Okay, next question was all around L&D and learning science. So, given the experts we have in the room, I would be very surprised if you get this one wrong.
No
The question
Prepare
was,
to be surprised, my friend.
which learning theory states that people learn best when they actively build meaning through experience? Was it A, behaviorism, B, constructivism, C, and blah, blah, or D, social learning theory? And Verity very helpfully gave you all a clue for this one. And the clue was that the answer is in the question. So which answer did you go for this one?
We went for B, constructivism.
Constructivism is correct.
Or
Hey.
E, situational leadership.
I haven't got any
Oh no,
here.
that's the other one. Never mind.
Leadership's the next one.
Yeah.
What a wonderful segue. Thank you, Deborah. So, leadership theory. Which leadership style focuses on adapting approach based on follower maturity and competence? Was it transformational, transactional, situational, or trait theory? So, A, B, C, or D. What answer did you have for this one?
C.
Deborah.
C?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Yes. Uh-oh. He looks like we're wrong.
No, go with it. Just run with it. We're good.
We did say C. We did.
We're right. He's wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. Three against one.
Yeah, we're united as a team.
If it says it on the piece of paper in front of me, Toby.
If we've learned anything from this live stream, do not trust what's on the piece of paper.
And imagine if we didn't question things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, I'm happy to let you know that C was the correct answer. So that's another
Yay.
point in the bag. Well done.
Jamie, we've got 6 out of 6 so far. What is that as a percentage?
I'm getting hassled from my left.
It's 100.
Hassled.
This is why you need teamwork. because
Verity's whispering at me, and I've got
Oh.
headphones on with you lot talk. Just 1 second, please.
Okay. How many would you guys have gotten right on your
Okay.
own, I wonder? I don't think I would have gotten them all right on my own.
Yeah, I'd 0 for sure.
Yeah.
So this next question, I've got no idea what it was because it's not the one that was on the screen.
The Japan one. I
Something
think
about
it was.
Japan.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Something about Japan.
I've been diligently informed of what the answer is. I can't remember the question
What
or
do
what
they
the
call
options were.
HR in Japan?
What do they call HR? Perfect. So which answer did you go for?
The right one.
The right
Yeah.
one. Perfect.
Yeah, you
Well
tell
done.
us and then we'll tell you.
No, Toby, that's not how this works.
We wrote down the letter C.
The letter C.
Hmm.
It's correct.
Oh,
Yay.
Well done. Well done. Okay, next question was UK workplace culture. Which British retailer became the first
Oh, yeah.
major UK company to trial a nationwide 4-day week pilot with no loss of pay? Was it A, Tesco, B, Marks and Spencer, C, Sainsbury's, or D, Asda?
We went with B, M&S.
We went M&S.
Did you?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Just get on
Put
with
us
it.
out of Agni. I feel really bad because I work with all of them. So if we got it wrong, we do apologize.
Could this be the first loss of the quiz? The
No.
first
If it is,
lost
we
point.
lose together.
We don't want to be perfect all the time.
No, we our target was 8 out of 10, so at the
There you
moment we're
go.
7, so it's fine.
It's not the correct answer, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen.
Dun,
It
dun,
was
dun.
not Marks and Spencer's. Would you like to know who it was?
Yes,
No,
please.
no, we're all right, thanks. Get to
Oh,
the
I
next
want to know.
Okay, moving on to the next
No,
question.
Come on.
It was Sainsbury's, of course.
We were back and
We
forth.
said one of the two.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you go back
We
through the
did.
chat, and Deb did say that
Yeah.
she withholds the right to say "I told you so." So there you
Yes.
go.
I feel like that's a partial win because we did say one of the two.
Yeah, I'm
Go
going
on,
to
go on,
write.
Deborah.
I'm going to.
Get
I'm
them
saying
told.
half a point. I'm saying we should get half a
Okay.
point.
Yep. And you're an employment lawyer, so there you go. Legally, we deserve a half a point.
No.
Ooh.
Final
I mean,
question.
I've written
Oh,
it down.
I believe this question is different to the one I have on screen as well. We're on question 9. HR Christmas crossover.
No, this was the one about what does it make HR
Oh, yeah,
cry?
The
What-
gingerbread.
Yeah.
What do these? Yeah, these things. Okay. So what do these things have in common? Office Secret Santa, performance reviews, annual leave requests, and gingerbread decorations. And I've got 2 stars on gingerbread decorations. What does that mean? Who knows? Okay, so was it A, all originated in Victorian workplaces, or B, all involve deadlines nobody remembers, C, all require clear communication and expectations, or D, all cause at least one HR person to cry each December? What was your answer?
We were toured on this. We went with A, didn't we?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Victorian.
Or is it C? Is it C?
Well, I don't think the rest of them made any sense.
If it's not A, I would dispute the wording of the question. Is
Yes,
completely
me
wrong.
too.
I don't know. I think C's pretty good. I think C, everything, if
I-
you don't explain it right, you get it wrong.
I'm going to join Toby and dispute.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
void
happy.
question.
We're dealing with a mutiny here, Verity. What do I do with them? Kick him out.
We
Call
get right
HR.
for if
Best
it's-
behaviour, or Verity's going to kick you out.
Okay.
I can let myself out. It's fine. See you later.
That's funny. That's really funny.
I have the ability to walk out myself. I don't need you to push me.
Right. In all seriousness,
Oh.
because you should have already picked the answer, but it sounds like the panel's still deliberating.
No, we don't.
What?
Hey,
No, we're
hey,
going with A. We'll go
We're
with
going
A.
with A.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounded
we-
like there
we're
was
not
some
disputing
dissent
the
in the
answer,
team,
we're
though.
disputing the
Deborah was.
question.
I was just giving
How
us another
dare
one
you?
in case we could go both ways.
So are we going with Toby and Trish or Deborah? What's
Yeah,
the
no,
answer?
no, we're going with
No,
Toby and Trish.
we're all saying the same. A,
Yeah.
A.
A. You're all saying
Yeah.
A.
We're a team.
It's
Oh.
wrong. Second loss of the
Is
quiz.
it
I do
C?
apologise.
I'm disputing the question.
What is the
Yeah.
answer?
Deborah, what was your guess?
C.
Let's say if you'd have gone with Deborah, you'd have been spot on.
That didn't make any sense. I don't mind.
What was
gingerbread
the answer?
decorations. They don't make me cry.
See, I thought it made sense.
All require clear communication and expectations.
No,
obviously.
Building a gingerbread house is a solo activity. You don't do it with other people.
It didn't say gingerbread house. It said gingerbread decoration.
Yeah,
and my
this is
interpretation of that
okay.
is
So we're going to
something
get
that's on the
one
tree.
because we are.
Yeah, we
better.
get another half point for that one.
Exactly.
Oh, we're getting a
I've
full
disputed
point.
the
We're getting a
question.
full
Oh, okay.
point.
All right.
We're getting a full
Nah.
point for that one. Thank you.
Luckily, Toby's not responsible for the point scoring system.
Excuse me, mate. I've got the pens. You ain't got the pens.
We would have taken D depending on your mood. So you had two options there, but you still got it completely wrong. So never
Well,
mind.
no, because we're disputing the question. So
No,
I'm
the
not having
question is
that.
null and void.
Trish, you're more than welcome to dispute the question all you like. I'm afraid
I'm gonna
I am
ask
just
the
a
internet.
messenger. I did not write these questions. Please do
just
not
shows-
attack me for this.
But see, it just shows interpretation and how we all interpret it differently because we
Yes.
all thought it meant something different. Also, your perspective, because Trish thinks it's easy to do gingerbread houses. Do you know how many I've thrown away because I couldn't understand the friggin' instructions? So yeah. Sorry. Oh gosh, sorry.
I'm still disputing. It didn't say gingerbread house. It said
It didn't.
gingerbread decorations.
So-
You're right. You
So
are
for
right.
anyone who would like to lodge an official dispute, complaint, if you could please put it in writing, send it over to verity.gov.
And she'll come back after the holidays with the gingerbread house.
Absolutely. Complaints upheld. So let's find out how you scored in the. It started well, but then it's kind of gone downhill a little bit towards the end of the quiz here, hasn't it? So
We've got 9 out of 10 so far. I don't know what you're saying.
9
Yeah.
out.
I know.
Not
We're
all
really
right.
happy. Oh,
He's got to, he's left now.
we've
Come
stunned
on,
him into
hello.
silence.
Testing, test. Oh,
You're back.
You're back.
He's
I
playing
think I'm
with
back.
us.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey.
Okay, perfect. Right, final question then. So, in what year did the UK officially recognise Christmas Day as a public holiday? Was it
That's a tough one.
1834, 1871, 1906, or 1948? What do we think, panelists?
What did we go with, Toby?
I think we said B, didn't we?
We wrote B, but we also A was in consideration.
It was.
Hmm.
Or C and D.
Yeah.
No, I don't think the 19 ones were right, but
So we're going for the 1800s. So is it 1871?
Whatever B is.
we
I can't
B, whatever
remember.
B. Yeah, whatever B is.
1871. So drum roll.
And
Is
he froze.
correct.
He's frozen right when we need the answer.
Oh. Why does my computer keep doing this to me? Hello, coming
The
in.
answer's B.
We
Yay.
can hear you, but you're not moving. But the answer is
No.
B.
Oh my. Well, apparently I'm just a black screen on my computer, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, the answer's B.
Yay!
Well done.
Ooh, 10 out of 10.
So, by my maths,
10.
that makes it 8 out of
10
10.
out of 10, correct.
We make it 10 out of 10, to be honest.
Yeah, I think your maths is questionable though.
Just like a good performance review, 10 out of 10 is unachievable. So 8 out of 10 is actually you still get your bonus. So it's all good.
I love how HR we are.
Exceeding
So,
expectations, I'm going to write here.
Now, I do have some tiebreaker questions here as well. We have been going for 55 minutes there, so we will need to be wrapping this up very shortly. But I'm curious, if you've been playing at home, how many did you get right, and did you beat our panelists? I have to say, even though there were a couple of incorrect answers there, 8 out of 10 is pretty good. That's okay. So have we got anyone in the audience who managed to score 9 out of 10 or higher? If you have, drop your score into the chat and we'll give you a quick shout out while we wrap things up here. But just for fun, let's have a little guess with the panelists at these tiebreaker questions. So how many employment tribunals were lodged in the UK in 2023 and 2024?
No clue.
Trish?
Oh gosh, I wouldn't even want to try and guess. That's the scary thing.
It's not multiple
So
choice?
I've got some multiple choice
Okay.
answers here. Yeah, we got so it's 50,000, 65,000, 75,000, or a whopping 95,000.
Oh.
Incredibly
What do you
round
think?
numbers. That's very well done.
Pretty smart.
60,000 on the dot.
74,999. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like that. It's like, can we just do one
Yeah.
more to make it a round number? Like, someone do something.
What do you think then, team? Have a guess.
Be a total guess from me.
Yep.
I think
Well,
50 is too low.
This is a chance to pick up a few extra points here.
50's too low.
Yeah, I think 50 is too low.
It's like, is it the shock on the end or is it in the middle?
Leave, come back.
Well, there's no prize.
Stand by. I'll be back.
There's no prize.
Oops,
There's
and
no-
he's gone.
He's totally gone. There's no prize, so
No.
there's no.
How about we all pick a different number and then we can get it? There you
Oh,
go.
that's good. I'll go with B.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to use my camera.
I'll go with C.
Okay, then I'll go with D.
Okay.
It's completely lost my camera.
But
We can still
you.
hear
You can still MC from the microphone.
I've got a face for radio anyway, so that's fine.
Oh, mate, don't say that.
Look at these beautiful 3 people we've got on screen. No one needs to be looking at me. Anyway, so Zinga, this has been so much fun. I only answered 5, but got
Go on,
4
Zinga.
right. Well, that's
Hey, you tried.
what,
We all tried.
90%, 80%. 4 out of 5 is about 80%, isn't it? Yeah, 80%.
It's
Okay, so
yeah, probably what we would have gotten individually. I would have
Yeah.
gotten individually.
Yeah.
Yep.
anyway, what's the answer for the employment tribunals question? What do we think?
We've all picked a different answer to hedge our bets.
Oh dear.
We can hear Verity laughing.
Well, that's good.
Verity's
Okay, so-
also just look. I've just got a notification that Verity's also looked at my LinkedIn profile. Like, what? Verity, focus on the game in hand. Don't.
This is why all the questions were different. So, do you want to know the answer?
Yes, please.
95,000.
Oh,
that's
Hey,
all right.
just
yeah.
right.
We were right. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the second tiebreaker question was: which country introduced the world's first right to disconnect law in 2000?
Oh, I
France,
should
France,
know
France,
that. I should know
France,
that.
France.
Oh, Toby's in. Toby doesn't even need the multiple choice. He's straight in.
Oh, I did a disrupt talk on this. I should know.
So the options are Canada, France, Australia, or Sweden.
I'll go with Toby.
I think it's either France or what were the options again?
It's Canada, France, Australia, or Sweden.
I'm going to go with Toby because I remember putting a French flag on my presentation, and because Toby's clearly right, not just because of my presentation.
And he was so adamant.
I would go with your first reason, not.
France is correct.
Yay, Toby!
Yay,
So you've managed to pick up 1 extra point there in the tiebreaker. So well done.
2.
Hang on, no.
The 95,000.
You
Oh, we
hedged
hear
your
Verity
bets.
disputing it. Verity, be quiet. Jamie is.
No.
Jamie's officiating this. Let Jamie decide.
And I'm making an executive decision that you cannot hedge your bets. If you're playing as a team, you got to play as a team.
That
I
was
feel
not
like those
stipulated.
terms and conditions should have been made clear to us before we took that decision.
Verity,
Yeah,
why
we
didn't
didn't
set
sign up
the
for that.
Yeah.
Wasn't-
Have they signed the T's and did they sign the
wasn't in the
contract?
email.
You guys overrode my suggestion of doing it. So
I'm being informed that you stepped away from Verity's guidance to do this as individual contestants, and so as a result, you've waived all rights. You no longer have any rights.
It was
human
guidance.
employment
Although,
or otherwise.
To quote you, it's guidance, not policy, so it's fine. We're allowed to deviate.
Okie dokie. Well, that was Great fun. So thank you very much for taking part, my wonderful panelists, and all of you at home. I hope you enjoyed that as well. We've certainly had a lot of fun. Hope you did too. So that brings us to the end of the HR Buzz Christmas special. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. A special 1 hour long episode today. A huge thank you to our wonderful guests, Debra, Trish, Toby. You're all fantastic. Thanks for sharing your insights, predictions, and for your festive competitiveness. And of course, thank you to everyone watching live or on the replay. Your comments, guesses, and engagement have made this a fantastic session, to be sure. Now, don't forget, we'll be back on Friday, January the 9th, 2026, kicking off the year with fresh conversations on HR, people culture, and the future of work. Add it to your diary. HR Buzz will be back, bigger and better than ever. Now, we do have a new newsletter, which we would implore you to sign up for as well. So if you want to stay on top of what's happening in the world of HR, including insights, thought leadership, events like Disrupt HR Birmingham, and more, make sure you sign up to our newsletter. Now, I'm being told that there is a QR code on screen. You should see that around the bottom there. The newsletter is called the Benefit Brief, and it's going to be jam-packed full of really cool stuff for all you HRDs and CPOs. So get signed up, scan the QR code, and get all those insights straight to your inbox. And finally, from all of us here at HR Buzz and my staff shop, have a wonderful, restful, joyful Christmas and a fantastic new year. Wishing you every success into 2026 and beyond. I hope it brings you everything that you could possibly want. Thank you so much for being a part of this community, and we will see you on the other side. If you want to give a wave and just say goodbye, everybody. Thanks again, Toby, Debra, Trish. You've been fantastic. Thanks so much to